What's up, y'all? Let everybody get a chance to come on in. Welcome to my TikTok live audience as well as my YouTube following. I want to thank everybody for coming on in, and we're going to talk about some football here. Because I'm very excited about this season, and I'm gonna say, man, this is anybody's ball game thus far. This is anybody's ball game. This is the first time where we are. This is the first time this NFL season where we don't have to see the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is also this is the first time, and I'm gonna say shouts out to the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami the Hurricanes of Miami University. We're getting ready to see them in Monday. Shouts out to both of those colleges because that was some good football. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to come on in before I get started. To everybody get ready to join this live, I thank you very much. And to my YouTube following, let me just say, the Rams and the Panthers was entertaining. Both games were entertaining between the Bears and Packers and the Rams and the between Carolina and LA. And then we've had Chicago and Green Bay. Both games was very entertaining. I had fun watching it. Now Panthers almost pulled this off. We was able to see what Bryce Young could finally do. The Panthers broke through. They got a team that's built for next season. I'll be very honest. They got a team for next year, but I figure the Rams are going to win it because Puka Nacua to me is the best receiver in the league. For those who had him Puka Nacua as your receiver for fantasy, hey Tina, how you doing? Anybody that played fantasy football and you had Puka Nacua that you drafted, he gave you at least 40 points in the last game. You had to have been won a championship with Puka Nacua. He was one of my best receivers in fantasy football. You add a veteran like Devontae Adams in there to replace Cooper Kupp, and you got a nice, decent team. But the Rams were just they're veterans. This is one of Matthew Stafford's best seasons thus far. Him and Sean McVay are tempted to do it again. The Rams have a strong chance of getting to a Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you that now. The Rams have a strong chance. So the NFC has decided we're gonna be getting LA versus Seattle because the Rams basically won that match. They pulled it off. Again, I give Carolina a lot of credit. They fought very, very hard. That Carolina defense is no joke. I'm going to say this going forward. Carolina next year, if they can get a veteran down there, a couple of free agents, that team can make a run next year. Without a doubt. Now, on this side, we just seen Chicago beat Green Bay. For the first time in a very long time, the Bears have not been in the playoffs since Mitch Trubisky. So it's been a minute. But they pull off. DeAndre Swift, they running back. You got Lovey, the tight end. Caleb Williams pulled through that defense again. And I said this even in the Shador Sanders video. Chicago Bears defense is no joke. They are a championship defense. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Chicago has a defense that's built for the championship. So now they're gonna wait Philly and San Francisco. I don't see Philly or San Francisco beating Chicago. I'm gonna be just very honest. Now, you Eagles fans, I know there's quite a few Eagles fans. Eagles still got a team. Eagles is still the Eagles. I gotta respect them, but the way Chicago is playing, they playing at a different level. Now, you remember Chicago has had this run before. They're just like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Every now and then, the Bears are a type of team you'll see make a deep playoff run. This could potentially do it. I'm going to be honest. This Bears team could potentially be that team that also competes for a championship. They got a strong chance. Defensively, the Bears is right. Caleb Williams came through in the clutch under the last 2 minutes. Despite the pressure that Green Bay is putting on them. And this is a Green Bay Packer team that don't got Michael Parsons. He's out for the season. They just signed Trayvon Diggs, but that didn't really make that much of a difference. But again, man, and again, shouts out to everybody coming in here. But I need to let everybody know, man, like Chicago they're that team. I'm gonna give them that credit. They finally defeated Green Bay they have not beaten Green Bay in years. The last time I believe Green Bay and Chicago played each other, honestly, was 2010, 2011. And that was the last time the Steelers went to a Super Bowl. Since a lot of y'all wondering why I'm going so hard on Mike Tomlin, now you know why. The last time Green Bay played Chicago in a playoff series like this, where Chicago was a high-seeded team that made it that far, was in the 2010-2011 season. When Jay Cutler was out for the season, you had, I think it was Chad Henne or Caleb Henne, one of them at backup quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers took advantage of it. That's when you had Charles Woodson. I think you had Emmanuel Acho might have been on that team. Jordy Nelson. That squad with Clay Matthews and A.J. Hawk. That particular Green Bay Packers team. And then I think the Bears had the Monsters of the Midway. Matt Forte, Johnny Knox. You had Martellus. Yeah, you had you had Martellus Bennett, Michael Bennett's brother. And he also had Alshon Jeffrey. If I'm not mistaken, he was also on that team. Yeah, that was the very last time. And you also still had Devin Hester playing for him, one of the best kick returners. Him and Deshaun Jackson was the best two kick returners back in that era. But that was a different time. That was once upon a time. So right now the Bears gonna get ready to play either one of these two. Now I'm gonna say this. I got Philly beating San Francisco. And yes, the Niners are no slouch. The Niners, I understand that they're a very good team, but me honestly, I'm tired of seeing San Francisco. I'll be very honest. The Cowboy fan in me is sick of seeing San Francisco every year going to a Super Bowl. I'm tired of Philly too, but the Eagles are the defending champs. I don't see Philly beating San Francisco, even though these two teams play each other hard. We all seen what happened a week ago. San Francisco and Philly, it went down to the wire. So this is round 2, basically. Yeah, this is Philly versus San Francisco round 2, but I gotta give Philly the benefit of the doubt, especially if it's gonna go to Philly. San Francisco is not ready for that cold weather. Right now in Philadelphia, it should be still snowing. We seen what happened in Minnesota with that snow just this week. Philly is going to be very, very cold. The San Francisco 49ers are not an East Coast team. They're a California team. They're not used to that snow. And I'm talking about the players who weren't raised in the North or the East of America. If they gotta go, if the San Francisco gotta go into Pennsylvania, Eagles are definitely gonna have advantage weather-wise. Now I got Philly winning. It's gonna be close. The scoreboard gonna be something like these games. I'm going 27-24. 27-24 Philly in this game here. And you're going to have Philly taking on the Chicago Bears. Okay, and that'll be a rematch of a few years ago. I believe 2021, 2022. Or 2019, yeah. That was around 2019, 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2019 is when the Bears played the Eagles. And again, I think the Eagles beat them off of a field goal. Yeah, that was the 2017-2018 season. When the Eagles went to the Super Bowl and wound up beating New England. It's that season. Yeah, so I got Philly playing the Bears. With Seattle getting ready to play the Rams. Again, NFC West. Either one of these two teams might go to a Super Bowl. To be honest. Because Seattle is looking very promising. And once again, this is Sam Darnold. Okay? We seen what Sam Darnold had 2 seasons where he's won 14 games in a row. Let that sink in. Sam Darnold is finally peaking. Sam Darnold proved that when the Jets drafted him, he wasn't a problem. Because now that's 2 different franchises. He's won 14 games. I remember watching Club Shay Shay. And Shannon Ocho did a comparison. Not only did Sam Darnold win 14 games with both Seattle and Minnesota last season, before J.J. McCarthy took over as the starting quarterback, but each season he's passed for over 4,000 yards. So let that sink in. And by the way, I know that San Francisco competing for home field advantage in Santa Clara, but I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. But again, the NFC West is dominating. Niners still got a chance. I just don't see it happening. I know they got home field advantage if they make it to Santa Clara, because Santa Clara is near San Francisco. But yeah, Seattle has a chance now to do what has not been done since the Legion of Boom. They got a very rounded team. Excuse me. So yeah, MC West, Rams and Seattle. That's out of these two teams. Now, I'm gonna say when it comes to Rams and Seattle, I'm gonna take Seattle in that matchup. I'm gonna take Seattle. I don't think the Rams gonna beat Seattle. That's just me, because they barely beat Carolina. Rams are starting to look beatable. They did fall out the last few weeks. Teams are starting to figure out Sean McVay, man. And again, like Sean McVay don't have enough. He doesn't have enough film against the Seattle team. Seattle is bringing something different to the table. I believe. I'm believing in Sam Darnold on this one. I'm taking Seattle over the LA Rams in that matchup. And when it comes to Chicago and either these two teams, I got Chicago. I got Chicago in the NFC Championship game.
An impressive performance by the Clips as they have won 9.
That's me. That's just me. I got them. I got Chicago over both of these two teams. I think this is going to be the year that the Bears represent the NFC. So I got Chicago and Seattle in the NFC Championship game. Now we're going to go over to the AFC side. Now we got some interesting matchups. So again, there is no Kansas City Chiefs for the first time this season. Volleyball, what's up? Volleyball is what's good? And again, fans, feel free to chime in. Who you think is winning it? Who you think is taking it this year? So now you see the Broncos. This is the first time the Broncos has looked good since Peyton Manning left. Okay, we all see what happened in Super Bowl 50. This is the first time since after Super Bowl 50 where the Broncos are a high-seeded team. Remember, this is a Peyton Manning that took the Broncos to 2 Super Bowls within that period. 2. They have not been a top-seeded seed since 2013 and 2015. So, this is Bo Nix out of Oregon, matter of fact. Now, Oregon got blown out. That was sad. Y'all see me talk very highly of Dylan Gabriel, Oregon, and Dan Lanning, but that was horrible. Indiana put belt to ass in that game. But that's Fernando Mendoza. But Bo Nix is representing Oregon as the Broncos' first seed. So now, let's go on to these brackets. We got Pittsburgh and Houston. I'll be very honest to you Steeler fans. And again, it goes back to my Mike Tomlin, the video I did on Mike Tomlin. The Steelers are not going to beat Houston. I just don't see it, man. Houston got a lot of speed. They got a lot of wheels over there. C.J. Stroud, everybody, like most of that Houston, Texas team are about around 24, 25 years old. And the Steelers are going in there barely beating Baltimore. Everybody, listen to me good. The Steelers got no business being here right now. That should have been the Baltimore Ravens. The Houston Texans won at the Ravens. This should have been a rematch of the previous season. The Texans want to prove they can beat Baltimore. Now, what DeMeco Ryans is doing with Houston is remarkable. I got to give him that. The Houston Texans are a late season team. But Pittsburgh, again, y'all need to understand, most of these teams, including the Chargers, Denver, Houston, except for Buffalo, are all younger teams. Jacksonville is young. And that's without Travis Hunter. And I'm going to get to them in a few minutes. Pittsburgh's not beating none of these teams. They definitely not finna beat no Denver Broncos. Let's say if Pittsburgh do barely manage to beat Houston, you're going to get dogged out by Denver. And that's Sean Payton you play against. I don't believe that, I don't think Mike Tomlin's ready for a Sean Payton coach team. Anybody that's ever known Sean Payton like I have, I grew up watching Sean Payton. Okay? Especially when I was coming out of high school, going into college, when he was coach of the Saints. Any team that Sean Payton has coached is a very difficult out. It's a hard out. You're not going to beat them very easily. It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the last seconds of the fourth quarter. This is a Sean Payton that turned Drew Brees into the legend he is. Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer because of Sean Payton's coaching. That's what's waiting for Pittsburgh in the second round. They're not winning that. I got Houston due to their youth, their speed. They got some heavy hitters on that defensive side. Offense could get going too. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, man, you're not Tom Brady at all. Remember when Tom Brady went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he went to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers that had a team like Houston, like the Patriots. That team was already peaking. Mike Evans was already developed. Remember, Jameis Winston before Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay had already threw for 5,000 yards. Those are MVP type numbers. And Bruce Arians was already a decent head coach. The Steelers up against a defensive-minded head coach with all that youth. They're going to lose. Especially if they get blown out, Mike Tomlin needs to resign. Like, seriously. And I'm not doing this to I'm not doing this to try to yeah, people, I'm not doing this to try to make myself look good and talk down to Steelers fans, even though I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm just be honest. Yeah, bro, if you want to join in, request up. If you want to join in, request up. But yeah, man, like, I want to know what you think because I don't see Steelers winning it. And I got Bills beating Jacksonville. That's obvious. Buffalo's beating Jacksonville.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, bro. How you doing?
Good. What about you?
Man, bro, I'm excited, bro. I'm seeing some good football. I'm liking the competition, especially what I seen from the NFC.
Same. Yo.
Yeah, I already made my prediction. Now I got in the NFC. I believe it's gonna be Seattle and Chicago. Because I don't see San Francisco. Like me personally, I'm tired of seeing San Francisco and Philly. They had enough chances. I know Philly is the defending champs, and I respect them. They still got most of their team from last year, but that tush push not going to work. There's too much youth on that side, and I was looking the way Carolina was fighting. Carolina almost pulled it off. So, but I'm curious, bro. Like, what you think thus far? Like, I want to know your prediction.
All right, so I got Texans winning, and then I got the Bills winning against the Jags.
Yeah, that's.
And then I got the Chargers winning.
Oh,
it might come through.
Bro, are you serious? Like for real? That is Vrabel.
Honest, I don't know. I don't know. They might do something. Cause like the Patriots, they didn't have too hard of a season. If you see, like, they didn't play too all they played was against the Bills. It was like they're basically kind of like their only challenge team. But like, I think the Chargers might win.
Yeah, hey, it is Jim Harbaugh. See, that's gonna be interesting. It's two veteran head coaches. I'm curious, bro. Like that is, I gotta give Jim Harbaugh his credit. He's like Sean Payton. He's hard to coach against. And then he saw his brother. See what Jim's gonna do? He's gonna try to outdo his brother. He saw his brother John get fired. He's gonna try to pull through. Oh no, he got disconnected. But yeah, that he made a great prediction. Like I got Jim Harbaugh. We seen what he did with Michigan. The Chargers do got a team. Now they do got a nice squad. Even though they're short-handed a little bit, they're gonna give New England a run for the money. Hey, what's up, SC Detailing, man? What you think? I want to know your prediction. Knox Grams, what's good, bro?
What's up?
All right, so
Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks.
hey, I can't lie, bro. Hey, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I don't care either way. They got beat. They got beat, so hey.
Yeah.
But what's your prediction?
What's my prediction?
Yes.
What games?
Any one.
I got the Bills winning. I got the Bills winning. The Patriots winning.
Okay.
I got the Bears making it to the NFC Championship and losing to the Rams.
Yeah, I did say that. I'm with you right there. I got the Bears going to the NFC Championship game, only because of how good Caleb Williams is, And that defense can scrap. They're strong. I like that defense. But Seattle might go all the way. I'm serious. Sam Darnold is making a point.
I think the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers.
Mm. Yeah, that could happen. And me personally, I don't like the Niners neither, but I gotta respect them. But Eagles are still the Eagles.
If Bears beat the NFC Championship game, they're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, hey, I gotta go with that. That's my honest opinion. I do like Chicago a lot, more and more the more I see them. Because you look at the way they're coached and the way that offense plays, they play very hard. I noticed that they get out. It's fast. They go with a pace. I also like Olamide Zaccheaus. That slot receiver is also good. He's the best slot. Even though he's a journeyman, I like him a whole lot. And even DeAndre Swift. Swift came a long way.
This was Colton Loveland's breakout game.
Yeah. How they played against Green Bay tonight, they brought it. And this is a Jordan Love that didn't have Michael Parsons, but they pulled through. It's a divisional rivalry game, and yeah, I gotta say, if Bears do play Seattle, they might beat Seattle. That game might go into overtime. I'm just be honest. But who you got in the AFC?
Seattle just got a dangerous offense, and the Bears just need to step up on their defense.
But you don't think they got the corners to do it? Because I do. You don't think they got the safeties to pull it off?
I think they do, but hopefully C.J. Gardner-Johnson's come back because he's decent, and he didn't play this game.
Oh yeah, I think he should be back next week. But honestly, bro,
Yeah, he should.
Like, to be honest, I got Chicago beating Seattle, but they'll probably play the Broncos. I got a feeling either Denver or Buffalo or Denver in that AFC Championship game is the way I'm looking at it. Bears is playing either one of them.
Probably Denver.
Yeah. Because to me, Bo Nix, to me, is the MVP of this season. I just gotta be honest. I gotta give it to him. He's the MVP. His numbers, he's consistently, and then this is Sean Payton for the first time in AFC breaking through. It only took him 2 seasons to rebuild the team.
Hey, Ben Johnson just rebuilt this team in 1 season.
Yeah.
Partially.
Yeah, I said, bro, the Bears have not been as good, honestly, since, well, even when he had Mr. Trubisky was not bad. He was not bad at all, but it's just like that team they didn't have enough back then. It was not enough offense to suffice. Now you got an offense. There's a difference. But yeah.
2 very good coaches.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Like, most of these coaches is good. And I tell everybody, you got to go young now. A lot of these teams like Pittsburgh and Baltimore, they got to go younger now. You need a younger coach, especially somebody come out of college like a Malcolm Lee. Even though Indiana, like, let's say if Miami wins or Indiana wins, either one of those head coaches is going to be given a job next season. I can see it now. But if you look at the whole playoffs in general, bro, like, most of these teams' coaches are young. Except for Sean McVay, except for Peyton and what was it, the Bills coach, McDermott? Everybody else has a young coach. They ain't been coaching that long. And Jim Harbaugh took a break.
Yeah, the one team that has an old coach would be like the Raiders. Well, they just fired the coach, so...
Oh, yeah, Pete Carroll. No, Pete Carroll had to go, too. And you see what Seattle did. Seattle gave Pete Carroll, look, it's not working no more. We're not winning games. Players was complaining about Russell Wilson. And it's like, yeah, he had to go.
Yeah.
But I feel that whoever out of Indiana and Miami University in the Natty, whoever wins the Natty, that head coach is getting the job.
I think Indiana got it.
Oh, bro, yeah, I'm going for the Hoosiers. They're doing something special. Like, Fernando Mendoza is definitely that guy. And I try to tell people this, and everybody saw how I went hard on Shedeur Sanders, but I tell everybody, Shedeur Sanders ain't on these levels. If you look at last year's draft class, Caleb Williams, y'all quarterback, Bo Nix, and even Drake Mayo, these were quarterbacks what's it? Jaden Daniels draft class. Jaden Daniels was last year's rookie of the year. That quarterback class was way deeper than this year's. Like Fernando Mendoza, like Shador needs more development. He's not these other guys. These other quarterbacks is like decent. Like they're great.
Yeah,
They have the tools.
Give Shador a couple more seasons, and Shador's gonna be good. He's gonna be really good.
You know, yeah, I said Shador definitely got the potential, but see, Shador also needs a coach that not only does he know how to develop, but he needs a veteran. He needs that mentorship. And this is what Stefanski tried to do with Joe Flacco. Because remember, Flacco developed Lamar Jackson. That was his rookie.
He also needs better wide receivers, though.
Yeah. I say Chicago should go after. They should trade for a receiver. I'll trade for the Jaden Waddle out of Miami. Because Miami's going through a transition. Either trade for Jaden Waddle or trade for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Justin Jeffries out of Jefferson out of Minnesota.
Because next season, the Bears, they got the second hardest schedule of the NFL. So.
Oh yeah, they gotta do it now then.
Saw that.
Hey bro, y'all gotta do it now. Now is the time. Cause you gotta remember too, if you do make it to the Super Bowl, you ain't got Kansas City to worry about. That's the thing. You're just gonna be on equal ground. The problem with the last 5 Super Bowls, Kansas City was just they had a war machine over there. Andy Reid had a juggernaut. There was a lot of playmakers. You had Chris Jones, you had Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster. You had a lot of playmakers, and Mahomes was just on that level. Now he's done. He's gone for now.
Yeah.
So it's like it's anybody's ball game. Like I said, if the Bears do go to the Super Bowl, they could potentially win. It's just not gonna be easy. That's gonna be tough. But I think y'all definitely have the opportunity.
It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be a really good game, though.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a real good Super Bowl. If they do make it.
Yeah, I think they will, man. Like they have to. They have to. And bro, I got family in Chicago too, matter of fact. On the south side. So they real Bears fans. And I remember I had this conversation with my cousin. Like, you remember back when y'all went to the Super Bowl back in 2006, nobody thought they was gonna go. Nobody had the Bears winning, going that far. And then Devin Hester, you had who else you had over there? You had
the best returner of all time.
Yeah. Devin Hester, you had some other guys. You had Rex Grossman. You had Lamont Green, Brian Urlacher. That team shocked everybody. And went all the way.
Honestly, I think without Devin Hester, I don't think we would have made it to that Super Bowl.
No. Like Hester was up.
He made really like clutch moments returning it.
Bro was like 99 speed on Madden. Running like a 4.2. And he was a DB. It was him and Charles Tillman, or Peanut Tillman. So he was DB and kick return.
Devin Hester was at the Bears game today. They pointed the camera to him.
Oh, I figured he was gonna come out there. He had to.
Yeah.
And remember, I mentioned this earlier. Remember, y'all played Green Bay in the last NFC Championship game after that in 2010. If you remember back in them days, this is when Mike Tomlin was running the AFC. The Bears was taking on Aaron Rodgers and them Packers to get into the Super Bowl. That would have been Pittsburgh versus Chicago. But Jay Cutler was out. Or he was out for the season.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, see, that's how old I am. I'm 35. That's when I was in, I think it was in my sophomore year in college. Sophomore or junior year in college. I was attending a junior college. And I remember when the Bears, Jay Cutler wound up getting injured. But the Bears went through, they had a decent season. They went to the NFC Championship game. And remember, the Packers was under Mike McCarthy. They was a wild card. But the Bears was like a second seed. And like I said, this was Rex Grossman this is Jay Cutler at quarterback. And I think you had Matt Forte, who's to me a Bears Hall of Famer as far as running backs. You also had Alshon Jeffrey. You had Martellus Bennett, the tight end. And you also had what's that? I think you had Greg Olsen at tight end. Yeah, you had Greg Olsen at tight end.
Yeah, you know a lot about the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, I do, bro. I've been watching football for like a long time. Like I've been watching it for like years, bro. Like
Wait, so you watch football though, but do you play Madden or not?
No, I do, but I don't play Madden like I do. I don't play Madden like that all the time.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've been playing a lot of NCAA. I play 2K. I don't play Madden like I used to. Huh?
College football?
Yes.
Yeah.
That game is better.
A lot of people say that, but I don't know. I never played the college football, so I can't really say.
But no, Madden, I'm a Cowboys fan. That's always gonna be my team, even though we suck. And it's a rebuilding year.
Y'all got a really good quarterback, though. Y'all got to work on that defense, though, for sure.
No, Prescott did have a Hall of Fame season. He had another 4,000 season. I'll give him that. Fully healthy, Dak Prescott is a top 10. What we gotta do now, we gotta find a cornerback and a safety. We got the linemen and linebackers. It's just the safeties we gotta deal with.
We have to find a safety.
Yeah, that's need to be our first priority. Oh, and we need a defense coordinator.
Wait, who was your defensive coordinator?
It was Matt Eberflus.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he came from the Bears.
Yeah.
That was the coach. Yeah. Man, he's trash.
Bro, now I see why y'all fired him. I see it now. Like, god damn, bro. Y'all fired him and look where y'all now. Like,
man, we fired him one season, and you could just tell how this whole team turned around with 2 different coaches.
Yeah. I mean, it's Schottenheimer, because Schottenheimer has a relationship with him. That's probably why. But it's like, bro, this man doesn't know how to figure it out. Like, obvious defensive plays. Like, bro, like, come on now.
Calling sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible, man. Because he cost us games. The Cowboys should have won some. It was these 2 games we should have won that would have got us into the playoffs.
Yes, the same with the Bears last season. There was like so many games that he just messed us over. And he was really bad with time management, too.
But I gotta give him that. Like, y'all management knows what they doing. They're like, we gotta fire this guy. And y'all found the right, y'all putting the right coaches. I'll give them that. Like, they did their homework.
Yeah.
But I'm impressed. Like I said, tonight, this proved it.
I saw a post earlier saying, before the Bears won, the post was like, fire Ben Johnson. I'm like, I don't know why people were posting this shit. Like it's his first season, you know?
But like I said,
his first season with the team, let him be.
Yeah, for real. No, you gotta give somebody at least 2 years. 2-3 years to prove themselves. Because you're not gonna just rebuild a team in one season, but...
Like the Packers coach, LaFleur, he's...
No, Matt LaFleur is on the hot seat, as far as I'm concerned. He's on the hot seat. Because you remember, Matt LaFleur been there since Aaron Rodgers. He still can't get it done. And this is Matt LaFleur has had numerous chances. Remember, the Niners beat him.
I wonder if Matt LaFleur is going to get fired. I wonder if they're going to take him out.
I believe they will. Like I said, this offseason, Matt LaFleur is definitely going to be on hot seat. He's going to be on question. Because remember, when the final 49ers had Jimmy Garoppolo, he lost.
I mean, the defensive coordinator for the Packers wasn't bad, but...
No, I'm saying, like, I don't trust Matt LaFleur at this stage in the game. Like, he's another one that might be gone.
Yeah, he's been with the Packers for too long not to achieve anything.
You know, remember, Aaron Rodgers was there. They had at least, even against Brady, they could have beaten Brady. They had an opportunity to win. And Aaron Rodgers got scared to run the football. If I'm Matt LaFleur, I would have had Aaron Rodgers scrambling in there. You had a wide open lane. And they lost. Lost against the Niners like twice. Like that, he's done.
Yeah, I don't think after this game today, they're gonna get rid of him for sure.
And bro, remember what my Cowboys did in week 3? We overtied him. He could have beaten us. They had every chance to beat us. And couldn't do it.
That's all bullshit though. How like there's ties in now. I feel like they should have kept going. You know, a tie feels so weird.
It does. Now I believe in the playoffs ain't gonna be no tie. You got to keep going. That's just for regular season purposes. Cause I don't agree with a tie neither. You gotta let it come down to the final. Is whoever wins. Whether they tie or not, that's why you have your second and third string guys. Your backups got to be just as good as your starters if that's the case.
Your backups gotta be ready to go in if they have to.
And you seen Brock Purdy. Now, Brock Purdy was a backup that was ready. That's an example of it. Now, we'll get the Niners their credit. Brock Purdy was a proven draft pick.
When they versed the Bears, they did show up with their offense. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. No, that's it. Like I said, I like and see. I've been watching Caleb Williams when he was at USC. Even when Prime in Colorado came in. If you look at the game, Shador. And speaking of Shador, if you look at that USC Colorado game when they went 4-11, that game came down to the wire. It was 45-41. Caleb Williams outscored Shador. Like, I mean, I'm just talking about like why just play after play. He kept that USC team going, and that was Jerry Rice's son, Brendan, on the Trojans. So I remember him back then.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jerry Rice's son played with Caleb Williams.
I know Jerry Rice was a beast.
Yeah.
I know Jerry Rice was a beast. I've heard about him.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Jerry got a son out there.
I'm gonna head out this live though. I'll show if you live again in a little bit. I might join back.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through. But yeah, y'all have it, man. Like, so I got New England beating LA. Now the young man earlier was, I ain't lying, the Chargers do got a chance, but I don't see them beating Mike Vrabel. I got the Patriots beating LA. I got Bills beating Jaguars. Now Jaguars might give Bills a run for their money, but I don't see it all that much. I mean, don't get me wrong now. Jacksonville's another team. Remember, Jacksonville has had at least 3 chances in their franchise where they actually made it to the AFC Championship game but didn't go no farther. The first time was in '96 during the Drew Bledsoe days when he was a Patriot. They lost to the New England Patriots. This is when the Jaguars had Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell. Okay, that particular team. The second time was against the Tennessee Titans. That one legendary season where the Titans, with Steve McNair, God rest his soul, you had the great Eddie George. You had Derek Mason. The one of the receivers where he was shorthanded in that Super Bowl. He was, I think, an inch short of the touch of the end zone. Jaguars in '99 went to an AFC Championship game. And then recently it was 2017 against the GOAT Tom Brady, where Brady defeated them. And this is when you had Jalen Ramsey, Calais Campbell, Blake Bortles, and then Leonard Fournette. The same Leonard Fournette that would later on join Brady with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I mentioned earlier, man, the Buccaneers was loaded when Brady came over there. But Leonard Fournette played against Brady in that AFC Championship game in 2017. What hurt Jacksonville was too many penalties. They were undisciplined. But for the Jaguars to make it this far, even without Travis Hunter, because I would love to have seen Travis Hunter in these playoffs. Oh, I would love to have seen that. I would love to have seen the second round overall pick and Heisman Trophy winner go to these playoffs, but he's not coming back anytime soon. We will not be seeing Travis Hunter until probably later on this offseason. But other than that, yeah, so I got so here's how the AFC is going down. Houston's going to beat Pittsburgh. Okay? Because I told you, Mike Tomlin don't need to be there. I'm going to probably do another live. I'm going to probably tomorrow, depending on if they win or lose, we go see. But I got Houston playing Denver. I got Buffalo beating Jacksonville. And yeah, I got Buffalo beating Jacksonville. Jacksonville's too young right now. They don't got the Bills still got their team from last year. Even Shakur and Cook are playing excellent. Cook is one of the most underrated running backs in this league. I got New England beating Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh is short staff. He don't got a lot of his starters are hurt. 2 or 3. I got a couple of his offensive linemen are hurt. Okay, the Chargers not fully healthy all, and plus Justin Herbert still got to prove himself at the end of the day. And the Patriots are playing at a top tier level. So I got New England beating LA. Now, out of New England and Buffalo is when they're going to get very, very interesting. And especially depending on this depends on whatchamacallit. It all depends on the Bills. Now, if you're the Bills, you got the best experience. You got the best veteran experience. Okay? I got Buffalo beating New England. Only because of the house. Like, to me, man, this is the Bills' year. The Ravens ain't in the playoffs. You don't got to worry about the Baltimore anymore. You don't got to worry about Kansas City. If you're the Bills, if you're a Bills fan, this is the best chance. It's now or never. If Josh Allen don't reach the Super Bowl this year, he'll never go. Y'all heard it here. Josh Allen got no excuses. Sean McDermott, you got no excuses. I'm gonna hold Sean McDermott to the same level as Matt LaFleur, like we just discussed. Because Matt LaFleur need to be gone. Matt LaFleur's gonna lose his job. Because Green Bay Packer fan, that Green Bay staff, they not liking this loss. And Michael Parsons getting injured, ain't no excuses for that. But the Bills, again, man, Sean McDermott's had too many chances. Okay? If the Bills can't beat the Patriots, then Sean McDermott needs to be he's on the hot seat. And I'm calling that now. Sean McDermott and Matt LaFleur are both on the hot seat. Sean McDermott is in danger of losing his job at these playoffs if they don't beat the New England Patriots, if they don't actually go to the Super Bowl. With Sean McDermott, it's Super Bowl or bust. As of this season, I'm tired of giving Bills chances after chances. Again, we seen what happened last year. Okay, you ran into Kansas City. You couldn't beat them. Kansas City is not here anymore. And Denver, like New England, they're young. The Bills got the best experience. Same thing with the Rams. If the Rams don't get to the Super Bowl, they're just not that team no more. Philly and, even on NFC, Philly and LA got the best experience. As well as San Francisco. All these teams got most of their guys. The Rams got most of their guys from the last 2 seasons. Again, Puka Nacua is playing his best season. This is his breakout year. But Buffalo, there's no reasons why they should lose. I got Buffalo and Denver going into this AFC Championship game to take on who I believe is going to go, which is the Chicago Bears. Okay, like I said, this is just my prediction. I'm making my prediction now. I'm making my prediction. I got Denver and Buffalo in the AFC Championship game, and I got Seattle and Chicago in the NFC to represent. Just before I end this live. Again, there should be no excuses. You Buffalo Bills fans, you got no excuses why your team can't reach a Super Bowl. To be very honest. And I ain't lying. I would love to see Buffalo representing the Super Bowl because they never won a ring before. We've seen Denver already. And Denver ain't been there very often. Neither has Seattle. So this will be the first Super Bowl where we see a different matchup. And again, me personally, I'm tired of seeing Philly and I'm tired of seeing San Francisco. I had enough of those 2 teams for one season. For one season, I don't want to see Philly and I don't want to see San Francisco. And not because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I feel those 2 teams have had their chance already. Especially Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan, another one. Not getting the job done. He's not getting the job done. Been in here 9 seasons. And again, it's nothing that's happening. Going on 10 years now. But Denver is definitely, like, Bo Nix to me is the MVP. The MVP is out of him and Matt Stafford. I'm giving Bo Nix the MVP. Stafford could still win it. I think Stafford wins it if he beats Seattle. But Bo Nix, he has numbers that's compared to John Elway's, especially in his first 5 games of this season. Bo Nix and Caleb Williams have definitely improved. But even Sam Darnold, I can't knock what Sam Darnold was doing. Sam Darnold's another one, playing like an MVP. And Sam Darnold's getting tired of people making fun of him. That's what that is. Sam Darnold's tired of these analysts on ESPN and Fox Sports 1 that have been talking all this trash about him. He's not this good. He's this and that. Sam Darnold's letting everybody know what time it is. But yeah, I got Buffalo and I got Denver in the AFC Championship and I got Chicago and I got I got Chicago and Seattle representing the NFC. Yeah, so Bills got the best, they're the best team right now. And again, I like Bo Nix, but they're young. The Patriots are young. Like the Chargers are young. The Bills got the most experience. That's the only thing that's going to keep the Bills, Rams, and 49ers in these playoffs. The Eagles are defending champions. That's the only thing. They got the experience. These other teams, are this their first time in here. Now, Houston is also a wild card. We can't knock Houston. Houston can definitely upset Denver. Now, don't be surprised if we actually see that happening. Do not be shocked if the Houston Texans upset the Denver Broncos. That could possibly happen. Remember, Houston was in the playoffs last year. We could easily get a Houston versus Buffalo Bills Super Bowl or championship, right? Either one of them 2 teams to go to the Super Bowl. You get either one of them, which I wouldn't mind it at all. Because Houston, Texas, like the Jaguars and the Bills, they have never won a Lombardi trophy. For the first time, now that Kansas City in here, I want to see a different team reach the Super Bowl. I think I speak for everybody in this live. I'm ready for I'm ready to see some parity. Just like in the NBA, we witnessed the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers for the first time in franchise history. We watched an Oklahoma City team that when they had Durant, Westbrook, and Harden couldn't do it. But Shai does it. I want to see that from the Houston Texans. I want to see that for the Buffalo Bills or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Or even the Chargers. But Chargers, I doubt it. But again, it's Jim Harbaugh. But thanks, folks, for everybody for tuning in. This has been a great live. But again, y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. Who do you got? Who's your pick? Now, I'll be back when we see the conference championships. I'll be back. Let me see when my boy come in here. My boy Mike Caesar. My boy Mike Caesar. Mike Caesar, what's up? Come on, Mike. I need to see your prediction, bro. I need to see what you think. But Mike, if you just tuning in, I got Denver and Buffalo in the AFC Championship, and I got Seattle and I got Chicago in the NFC. I want to see the Bears. I want to see a UFC guy representing the Super Bowl. Just like we got Reggie Bush with the Saints back in 2010, 2011, or 2009, 2010. I want to see a USC Trojan. I want to see a USC Trojan quarterback representing the Super Bowl. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, Sam Darnold. I forgot. Sam Darnold's also a USC guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, y'all. Sam Darnold, 2013, 2014. USC Trojan. Yeah. I want to see two Trojans representing the NFC Championship game. That's my personal pick. That's my personal opinion. This for the first time in a long time or in ever, we can have two USC quarterbacks representing the NFL in the NFC. That's what I want to see. I want to see Sam Darnold versus Caleb Williams, two USC alumni representing to battle in Santa Clara. And it's in California too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. But again, man, I'm curious, man. I want to know everybody's prediction. But me personally, yeah, I want to see USC being represented. It's time we get a USC quarterback. Hey, C. Connor 9-12. Bro, I'm sorry the Georgia Bulldogs lost. I really am. But you can blame that on Carson Beck. He didn't believe in Georgia no more. He lost. He bounced out. Had Georgia kept Carson Beck over there and happy, this would be Georgia right now playing up against Miami. The Miami Hurricanes would never even gotten that far. Miami would not have even gotten to where they are. But that's Carson Beck, by the way. But people, that's my pick. That's my prediction. I want to see a USC quarterback representing. Both Sam Darnold and Caleb Williams both played for USC. They're USC alumni. They got drafted as USC Trojans. That's what I want to see. And I personally believe it might be Josh Allen's time. This could be the Buffalo Bills' time since '93. They're going to a Super Bowl. But anyways, man, I gotta go to bed. I got church in the morning. But thank everybody for tuning in. It means a lot to me. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year, and like I said, I'll see you back in the conference championships. Y'all take care, and if to all your teams, good luck. But thank you so much. He told me, real Bears pick. A real Bears pick. Now, this is my. I want to see the two USC quarterbacks represent.
Hi, my name is Paula.